So the anger म्हणटा should never be exploded or should not never be repressed.
Okay.
Bitaru dorung na explode korung. It has to be nicely melted, and I would say it has to be managed. Rag yata amka. We can't stay without it. Every human being rag ho yata.
One kind of emotion.
सगळ्यांक आवय गे बापूय गे भाव गे भयणा गे business people गे तुझे teacher गे आनी कितें गे or working colleagues गे. This is a part of it. Somebody doesn't do something that I like, and then I get a rag. कसो येता एका various reasons are there, but we must learn how to manage it well. And I wouldn't say control. Control means to गिरावता and you harm yourself. Yes, you have to manage it well. If you can manage it well, then I don't think there should be a big problem about because of rag म्हणटा आमी आमचे हेल्थ पिड्ड्यार करपाची गरज ना. आता राग येतो कित्याक आता राग is a very violent sort of an emotion.
Correct.
Okay. Initially, if you look at as our development occurs, सुरुवातीक देवान आमकां थोडी put some instincts in us, and one of them is called the either you suppose you are attack, either you fight or you flight, either to zagad, okay, and save yourself, or run away and save yourself.
Okay.
This is the basic instinct of every living being. हे आमच्या भितर आसा. आता कितें जालें तुका दिसता, you see a snake there, you preferably run away. While if you see some weak person trying to hit you, you काडून दितलें, you will be ready to fight. So त्या वेळार कितें जाता, your body puts in a lot of adrenaline and cortisol hormones inside. It's filled with these two hormones. And what these hormones do, they will make your heart beat fast. They will give all the energy to your muscle. Then they will make you breathe faster so that your brain is absolutely alert. Potan, if you are in digestion, the blood from the stomach or your digestive organs is shifted to the muscle so that they become stronger, because you need to fight. Or you need to run away. Both the ways you need energy. So this is exactly what happens. And this, and here every living being म्हणटा पैसा त्याचे characteristic, because you have to survive yourself onto this earth. How you will survive? By destroying who are weak or running away from people who are strong. Obviously. So this is an instinct in us. And your rag जो म्हणतात आमचा anger जो म्हणतात is a part of this instinct.
I see.
Okay, is a part of this feeling that we have, a strong feeling wherein your whole body is full of cortisol and adrenaline. And a cortisol and adrenaline, if I give you an injection of adrenaline, just say 0.1 milligram, your heart rate, which is now about 70 to 80, will shoot up to 150.
Oh, so fast.
With such a tiny level of this. Heart will start contracting fast. The brain will start thinking fast.
Correct.
You'll almost get palpitations. So this is what happens. So प्रत्येक फावटी जर आमकां राग येत रावलो, पयलीं म्हणजे राग येयलो, suppose म्हाका तुजो राग येयलो and I do anything, so I am destroying these two relationships.
Correct.
Simultaneously I am harming you or I am harming you, or separate भाग जालो. दुसरो important भाग is जो भाग हांव स्वताक harm करपाक वापरता. So adrenaline, cortisol, what do? It will increase your blood pressure, increase my heart rate, destroy the heart rate. I will get chest pain, I will get palpitations, I will have loose motions, I will have so many other diseases. In fact, anger is related to practically most of the diseases that we suffer today, including diabetes and cancers.
They are also part of
somehow this is also related to all these diseases that you get today.
Okay.
So obviously we need to look at this. We need to think of this. We need to see that how do we control this if we need to live a life which is absolutely healthy and not destroying it at a premature age. Okay. Well, there are various things. प्रत्येक जण कितें कितें शिकयता असे कर तसे कर. lot of people are also using various therapies for that. Okay, simple वर्डाने हांव सांगतलो म्हणल्यार पयलीं म्हणजे suppose something happens between us and I'm angry. First thing, if I can just get out of this situation, anger is in this situation, go and stand there and go out of the room in that situation, immediately my anger becomes much lesser. When the anger becomes lesser, what I do is I tend to cool down, and in that fraction of second, even if I come back, I will not do what I would have otherwise done. The unconscious, spontaneously, this is what I said when I said mindful awareness. So there is a stimulus, you said something to me, this is a stimulus, and there is a response from me, whatever has happened. So now that gap which is there, that is the gap which will decide what is the circumstance, what is the harm I will do to myself, and what is the harm I will do to what we are doing.
Correct.
So this is one way of just getting out of it. There are various other ways, various other techniques people have developed. Okay, first of all, we must do a lot of exercise. If you do an exercise, a lot of adrenaline gets stabilized. Secondly, of course, the health should be kept well. Thirdly, I would say simple thing. I say I'm a chronically makarageta. First thing, every night I would go and keep on writing what made me angry. The precipitating factor kide asle. And then if I can rectify that, fine. Out of 10 problems that I get, 9 I will be able to just solve it themselves.
Correct.
Most of the time there is no rationality in anger.
Okay.
It is a spontaneous reaction given without mindful awareness.
Exactly.
Mindful awareness is what? I think an answer, and when there is no mindful awareness, I just say, you said one bad thing to me, I want to say 4 to you.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Feeling is what? Then if I go and think, why did I say this? I'm never used to this, but I said it today.
Correct.
So this way, if थोड्या फाटी म्हणटा ओके 1 ते 10 आन्सर दिवच्या पयलीं 1 ते 10 मेज
Count करप.
count कर 1 ते 3 count कर, or do something, or pinch yourself and see. That is that gap of mindful awareness. So त्या गॅपाचे जर आम्ही विचार केलो, that gap which is a fraction of a second is such a big gap that it can change your whole life.
Exactly. It can change your relationship either in a bad way or a good way.
Totally in different way.
Yeah, correct.
So that fraction of a second is the greatest part of our life. And every time you ask me a question, if I say, okay, I need to answer, wait. Then I'll answer. Just this fraction of a second, wait. And now I want to answer.
Yeah.
Just wait. I have to unconsciously have to tell myself, okay, you asked me something, you said something, wait before I answer.
Okay.
आम्ही सदांच म्हणटा न्ही, चिंतून उलोवचें मनशान.
बरोबर.
Very small things. And I'm talking about the science of it. Then your adrenaline in a fraction of a second falls down. It does not shoot up. And you don't tend to do anything nonsense.
Correct.
So this is one of the way. And there are meditation. People who meditate well regularly are much better off. Okay. Then if you, the analysis of the, I'm bored at the end of the day, I said, these 5 things made me angry today. I don't have to go into the details of it. Okay, I will laugh at myself. If I had to say this, what would have happened? And then you say, it's good. And then you keep on doing this constantly. Do it over 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. I'm telling you, all these bad habits that we have will just vanish away. This is what we need. Just to think about ourselves. And then I've given those 5 questions, at the beginning of this chapter, especially how to live a life without stress.
Correct.
What am I really doing? Do I like doing it? Then you have these questions to you. Okay, I don't like doing this. Then why should I do it? I don't like going and slapping somebody. I don't like, that's not my nature. But there where I could have done it.
Correct.
Okay. But if you think over it, you don't tend to do it.
Okay.
So these are few things. I think if we must learn to control our emotions
Exactly.
and simply not go spontaneously. Yes, spontaneity is good. Now most of the things, whatever I am talking it spontaneously.
Correct.
But you are asking me some questions and I am thinking and answering.
Answering.
That thinking is just a small fraction of a second. But every answer that I am giving you, you are making me think and answer, isn't it?
Barobar.
That will not generate anger.
Correct.
But when you don't think and answer,
Then.
that is the time you generate anger. Most of these answers or most of these responses are thoughtless responses. Without that awareness, or I would say mindful awareness, means
Correct.
active awareness, means telling me and performing. I will do it and then I will perform.
Correct.
And if we do like this, there are many techniques like this. Many people take you in different ways. And I'm sure if many of us follow this, it's not a big thing to control anger.
Correct,
It's
correct.
not a big thing.
Correct.
But it is you who want to control it. No, I need to control my anger.
Correct.
Once you accept it, once you have done a fault, you accept it, you know how to rectify yourself.
Correct, doctor.
Each human being has that intelligence to rectify himself.
Correct.
What is missing is the awareness and the acceptance.
अशेंच जाता डॉक्टर की खूप जाणां राग व्यक्त केल्या उपरांत तांकां कळटा मागीर अरे आपले चुकले म्हणून दॅट टायम दे कॅनॉट स्टेप बॅक. थोड्यांचो कितें म्हणटा तो आपलो इगो हर्ट जाता रागा खातीर. सो आयज तुमी बऱ्योचश्यो गजाली आयकल्यो डॉक्टरा कडल्यान आनी ताणें राग कसो मॅनेज करपाचें हाजेर आमकां टिप्सूय दिले. खूब बरें डिस्कशन जालें डॉक्टर. तुमी अशेंच आमकां तुमचे क्वेरीज धाडा हांगसर तुमकां नंबर स्क्रिनाचेर सकयल दिल्लो आसा. अशेंच तुमचे क्वेरी जेवनी तुमचे हेल्थ रिलेटेड तुमचे लायफस्टायल रिलेटेड आमकां क्वेश्चन जेवनी आनी तुमी दर शुक्रारा रातचे 10 वरांचेर पळयत रावा अलर्ट एक्टीव अलायव एट 100 ओनली ऑन प्रुडंट. नमस्कार.